State Department calls for Israel to investigate allegations of horrific sexual abuse of Palestinian detainees. Let's get the fucking abusers, the war criminals, to investigate themselves. I'm sure they'll find nothing wrong. I'm sure they'll find that absolutely nothing happened, and you've got fucking Smirkulon here. Me and my friends like to call him Smirkulon, Dracula's cousin. And I'm pretty sure there was a video of someone actually calling him out for smirking, like while he's saying something. Hang on. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, everyone's gonna be able to see what I'm talking about. What I look up, you know. What was I looking up again? What was I looking up? Okay. I wanted to type in Smirkulon, but I know that's not his actual name. Matthew Miller smirking. He was called out for smirking.
Of the Lancet group report, it's a medical magazine, British medical magazine, that estimated the deaths as a result of the war in Gaza to be 186,000.
I've seen the report, and I will just say whatever the number of civilians that have actually died as a result of this conflict, we know that it's far too many.
Are you concerned that, you know, the figures...
And I love that they zoom in on a smirk there.
Published by, let's say, the Ministry of Health in Gaza?
The death toll could very well be more. We know there are potentially people who are under rubble who have not been counted. But it goes to the point I was making. Whatever the number is, the reported number already is far too high. Reported number already is unacceptable, the number of civilian deaths. So, of course, something higher than that would just be further tragedy. But we long ago passed the stage where...
He's stumbling all over his words.
Horrific human tragedy.
Smirking.
You're smirking.
Go ahead with it.
I'm not smirking. I'm skipping it. You.
I'm not even going to entertain that.
I'll let you finish.
I'm not even going to entertain that. Saeed, go ahead with it.
Yeah, you're smirking.
It's ridiculous.
I love that. I love that they called him out. I love that they called him out for it. That's so good. Smirkulon. Matthew Miller. What a piece of dog shit. The UN State Department called allegations of sexual abuse of Palestinian detainees by Israeli soldiers horrific and said Israel must investigate swiftly and fully, according to the State Department spokesperson. There ought to be zero tolerance. Let me see if I can do an impression of him. Hang on. There ought to be zero tolerance of any sexual abuse, rape, and any detainees. Period," said the State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller in a press brief. I can't fucking read. I can't talk. There ought to be zero tolerance of any sexual abuse, rape, or any detainees, period, said State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller at a press briefing. The statement comes after Israeli media obtained leaked surveillance video that allegedly showed Israeli soldiers sexually assaulting a Palestinian detainee at State Diamond Base in Israel's Negev desert. The footage, broadcast by Israeli channel N12, appears to show a group of detainees lying on the ground at a controversial desert detention facility. At the controversial desert detention facility. Detention facility just means concentration camp, dude. They're prisoners. They're not terrorists. They're civilians. They're civilians that they're keeping there. It's crazy. And CNN has, CNN is just another, Western imperialist media outlet where they have to really, curtail the word usage that they have and the fucking language that they use. Several Israeli Defense Force IDF soldiers who were working as guards at the base are under investigation for the alleged suspected substantial abuse of a Palestinian prisoner. The IDF said last month that is Military Police Criminal Investigation Division (MPCID) was formally looking into the allegations. Yes, we are gonna make sure that our people that we pay. We're gonna make sure that these people that we pay to rape Palestinians, we're gonna make sure that we're gonna investigate them and make sure they aren't actually raping any Palestinians. Fuck you. According to Physicians for Human Rights Israel, PHRI, the alleged victim, they always use the word alleged. When things are alleged, that means that is like code for we don't actually believe that this is really happening, or that we're trying to delegitimize it in our own writing. When you say it's alleged, you know, like you're not really gonna confirm whether or not it's true or not. You're just gonna like kind of say like maybe it did, maybe it didn't happen. A man in his 30s was brought to one of Israel's public hospitals in life-threatening condition. He had injuries to his upper body and his rectum, the group told CNN. How? Was it the metal? Was it the hot metal rod, or was it the electrical probe? PHRI said it raised concern about similar allegations at the base in the past, and that this incident came to light and prompted an investigation because the alleged victim was taken to a public hospital away from the detention center. Quote, when there are alleged violations, the government of Israel needs to take steps to investigate. Okay, this is Miller, yeah. Sorry, hang on. Let me get my Dracula hair here. When there are alleged violations, the government of Israel needs to take steps to investigate those who are alleged to have committed abuses and, if appropriate, hold them accountable, said Miller, who called the IDF announcement of arrests of those alleged to have involved an investigation appropriate. If appropriate. This is so gross. The IDF said it had no comment on either the leaked video or the State Department's comment. Of course they don't. You know, the IDF is going to deny, you know, up until the point where they absolutely are, you know, up until the point where they're in the fucking Knesset going, is it okay to rape Palestinian prisoners? And one guy goes, yes, if they're Nakba, then yes, it's all right. Everyone's seen the screenshot. Hang on. Israeli Knesset rape screen cap. Yeah, that's talking about the riots. You know, the riots that were going on that were completely in support of the torture and the sexual abuse of Palestinian detainees. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Totally fucking crazy. This is it. Found it right here. Okay. To insert a stick in a person's rectum, is that legitimate? I wish that they would show the other image, because it was basically the reply was, if they're a Nakba, then of course it's okay. They're basically just like, yes, it's totally fine. That's all I've got for right now. I've got other videos that I'm going to do pretty soon here, but that's enough talking about Israel and all the lovely things that they've been doing to their Palestinian detainees